It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Giants and the Eagles, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We welcome everybody. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Brady's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Brady now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On play action, it's Brady. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Hurts fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a play fake, Brady. On the move to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, his throw incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The Eagles are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts over the middle to Smith.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 22, Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Darnay Holmes makes the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st down, Hurts. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The New York set to take the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got this complete to Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Brady. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.M. Brown. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Brady gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's complete to Robinson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady will get this out to Barkley, complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A nice little juke.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They juked him, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big play there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
Now out come the Giants.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
On 2nd and 10. Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down right around the 25.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Come on. Hey.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown! Devontae Smith.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
New York set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in. Receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Barkley. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Let's go right now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Barkley inside handoff. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 31. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Gano's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. You talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Beck. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath. Gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
They'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. The offense on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 78 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Brady. That's caught by Wilson. Ooh, the juke. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Personal foul. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. Gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Hurts and the Eagles now down 16-13, 35 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amadio Ruoria, he's the one who got a hand on it and broke the pass up. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jayon Brown, and the Giants are going to take